Hey man, no squares allowed. Tell me. Hey, it's Monday. No squares allowed. We're here. If you're a square, you're not welcome, dude. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a Monday. A Count Chocula Monday.
Oh.
Welcome one, welcome all. We are coming to you live. We are coming at you live. I'm very happy to be here on this Monday show, and thanking you for all for coming in, and hoping you'll stay for a while. We're on from now till at least 9:30. But you never know. Sometimes the show is so good, I don't even want it to end when it's planned to leave. So when it's planned to end, so I always stay on later. Sometimes the show is that good. Other times, it's so shitty, I just cannot wait to get out of here. But that depends on Steve.
Why does it depend on me?
Depends on Steve. I'm just telling you. Depends on Steve. How good a show is Steve gonna make it today? All right. How good a show will Steve make it?
No pressure, right? No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure that we have to win the freaking best of podcast, because if we don't, well, I get it.
Yeah, Steve gets it.
And now if we quit early, that's my fault.
I'm just saying. It certainly isn't mine. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm letting people know how it works.
I want to be the first one to say, Ray, you look quite young today.
Oh, thank you.
You have no gray hair.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never had gray hair.
You lying sack of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. My hair is as dark as it's always been.
Mm-hmm. Except for the skunk that ran right down the middle, right?
That skunk was killed. Was murdered. Yeah, thank you. I do look quite good. Thank you for asking, Steve.
Yeah.
By the way, we are here. We are here, everyone. The show is brought to you by our good friends Recontex. That's Recontex on the corner of 8th and Black. And as always, we thank them for sponsoring the show. And our friends Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds at 3120 Montvale, which is where Steve needs to go. As soon as he gets out of rehab, first place he needs to go is Just Beds. He has to get a bed.
Yep.
And not that mess that he has at home that he never even sleeps in.
Right. It is nice to sleep in a bed every day.
Yeah, now you're in rehab. You're sleeping in a bed every day, so you should know how important it is to have a bed. That's why you need to go to Just Beds.
Yep. My mom just bought one from him.
Oh, she just bought one? What did she get for her house or for
for her house?
For her?
Yeah, she needed a new one. She had one for 32 years. And
Jesus.
Time for a new one, she said. So she bought one over the weekend now.
And they'll be delivering it and
disposing
of the old one.
Yep.
Hopefully throwing it in Steve's yard. Your mom had a mattress for 32 years?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
The last one she bought was when my dad was alive, and he died in '88.
Wow.
So,
Wow, dude, that's insane. Well, I'm
so
glad she got it.
she figures this will be the last one she'll ever have to buy in her life.
Yeah, well, God. I mean, I hope that she had a good run. 32 years, a good run.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, see, Christina is in the. By the way, congratulations. The Stice was the first person in the chat room,
Oh,
followed
great.
by Adam. Followed. The first thing Stice said is, "Tell me good news. Is Steve a ghost?"
Steve is dead.
That's the first thing he wrote. And then Adam came in, then Diane and Cindy and Brent, Bo, and Irene. But I see Christina's in, and I was just reading on Facebook. Christina's been in the hospital all night with her kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all night long she's been in. And she's checking out the show. God bless you, Christina. I thought for sure. When I read that, I'm like, well, I know who's not going to be in the chat room today. Not going to be Christina. But she's in.
Yep.
Now it's I got to tell you. Now I feel pressure. I feel pressure,
You feel pressure. It's your show, not mine.
I'm just saying that I feel pressure because she's been up all night.
Right.
Now I know I have to be entertaining to keep her awake.
Huh? Karen, too. Karen had quite a night, too.
I'm not like Steve. I actually care about.
Okay. Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. I don't care.
I care about our listeners. I care about our listeners and how much satisfaction they get from the show. I care. I see
You're
Nicholas is also in. Hi, Nick.
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
I am awake.
Good. That's the extent of it. Just
That's the extent of it. It's Monday.
Mhm.
I've got conference calls and meetings today, so
That sucks.
yeah.
That sucks, my man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
By the way, they're discussing my chest.
What about your chest?
I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea why. Seeing a little of Ray's chest this morning, quite a turn, let me tell you. Ray's flashing some chest today by the subscriber show, but the subscriber show, he'll let his nip slip. Okay. I get satisfaction from Ray's open shirt. Listen, I just put the shirt on. There we go. There we go. Now I'm sealed up. So everyone should feel a little better about my shirt. Dan cares about one listener. Dan says I care about one listener. Yeah. I have no idea who's the listener. What listener does Dan care about?
I don't know.
Huh.
Himself?
What do you think? You think it's himself?
I don't know.
Wow. Oh, that's what he says. Me. Oh, you picked it, Steve. Good job. Good job. You knew exactly what he was going to say himself. Yeah. You got it. Good job. Now I'm going to.
He likes writing songs about me.
Yeah. That's what he cares about. He cares about one listener and one co-host.
Yep.
Because
what am I going to come up with this week?
He likes to write songs. You know what? You guys know what Dan writes songs about. We know what he likes to write songs about.
Yep.
Steve, every week on Thursday's show, there is Every week there's another Steve song. Let's try to start it from the beginning. This was last week's song. My name is Steven. I rehab on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Hope you don't catch me creeping anymore. You'll hear me outside your door. Feel it up my testy some more. Just don't ask me why. Just don't ask me what I'm doing. My name is Steven. And I've got a dirty foot. That line wasn't in. I just. Anyway, that was a song. The song last week was a song about Steven who's rehabbing on the second floor. But don't look too closely because you might find him creeping some more.
Yep.
So you haven't done any creeping since you went to the hospital, have you?
No.
Are you missing your creeping, or have you rethought the whole creeping?
I've kind of rethought the whole thing, you know.
So
This whole episode in the hospital might have changed my outlook on what I'm doing in my life.
So you might stop creeping or creep more.
I'll probably slow down, maybe.
What do you think it is, Nick? You think he's going to stop creeping, or has he decided it's something?
I'm hoping it's creeping less.
See,
I think yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I don't know. It might be creeping more. You never know.
I think I'm gonna start creeping like older establishments, like retirement homes.
Maybe like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays,
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to start creeping on usually
and alternating Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You're not going to creep colleges anymore?
No, I'm not. I'm never going to get anywhere with a college girl, so I might as well move back up into my league. You know, retirement homes, nursing homes, rehab centers, certain places like that.
You know where the good ones are at.
Yeah.
You think some of those people will accept your creeping?
I doubt it. Probably call the police on me. There's some big fat guy walking up and down the hall.
So, you think you're gonna
walking up and down the hall?
You just said you're gonna creep a nursing home. Aren't you staying in a rehab facility right now?
Yes, I am.
Well,
but I'm not allowed out of my room without help, and it's kind of hard to creep when you got somebody holding on to you.
I don't.
He does have a point.
I'm just saying. You know. You are what you are. I mean, you're walking down the hallway of a rehab facility, and you're coming up with new places to creep.
Yeah.
Oh, I look in every room.
It does.
I look in every room, he says.
Every room you pass by you. So you admit you're creeping during rehab.
Well, I'm looking to see who my neighbors are and stuff, you know?
So you're not.
We might want to get together for a card game or something.
Karen says, an assisted creeping facility. Yes. Yeah. Brett says, Steve can't stop creeping. Tigers can't change their stripes. Steve's a tiger. And then Chris says, you say that you want to start hanging around people like yourself. So here's what Stice
oh God.
This is where he suggests you creep.
Oh, very funny, guys.
Oh well. Yeah. So you're in rehab.
Yep.
At least we know you're creeping. Or you're
we
not.
do know where you're at.
Yeah, the authorities will know where you at, where you're at all
Yes.
times. I'll tell you, take a second. You know, we started the show saying we want you to vote for us for best local podcast. And this is for the Illinois Times Best of 2021. It's going on right now. You can vote right now at illinoistimes.com. All right. Please vote for us for best podcast. And please, all our listeners, do me a favor, guys. Share the link. Share the link. Let people know where they can go vote for us. All right. Also, I want to, on behalf of our friends, I want to remind you to vote for our friends, Mark Cortese, for best insurance agent. Mark's up, so I want you guys to vote for him. The Winchester sales team. This is for best real estate team. Winchester sales team. These guys do great work. Let's see. Hendricks Home for you guys know I love Hendricks, right?
Oh yeah.
You know I love Hendricks. The best furniture. Want you to vote for them in the Illinois Times 2021 and Recon Tex. Recon Texas. You know we love Recon Tex 670-1132. We want you to vote for them and Eurostop for best Euros. All right.
Oh yeah.
So best Euros, best car detailing, for best furniture store, best real estate sales team, and best insurance agent. We want you guys to put your votes in for our friends. All right.
Yeah,
Please do us that favor. Help our friends out. All right. That's what we ask of you, to help us out.
Please,
All right?
please.
So I hope that you guys have I hope everybody has voted.
Yep.
We hope that you have all taken,
Done your civic duty.
Yes. Well, Irene says, my sister is here. Can you shout out Amanda?
Oh. Hello, Amanda.
Oh, I'm sure that you're exactly who she wants to hear from.
I am. Ha ha. Ha ha. Bet. Ask Irene.
So Steve is the one that you wanted to shout out your sister?
Well,
I
she
think
might
she
have wanted you, but I did it.
Well, I think she was talking to the rest of the chat room, but or maybe Nick.
Yeah, that's true.
But I see who shouted out first. Oh boy. Dan says, Ray, I had a new song idea. How do you feel about old Metallica? Oh, for good. How old Metallica? What kind of Metallica? I don't want anything. I'm not going to sing anything. I got to scream. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Nick, what is there good Metallica?
Pass.
Yeah, no, I don't want to sing anything hard and fast, Dan. He says hard and fast. No, I don't want any. I don't want to. We just sing songs about Steve. I don't want to rupture my vocal cords trying to sing like this. You know, no. If it's what was the Black album?
Yeah.
Exit light in tonight. I mean, I could do that one.
Man.
Understand, man. I could do and nothing else matters. I could do that, or there's a couple off of the Black album I could do, but I'm not gonna do anything else, you know. I don't want to rupture my, Oh, Unforgiven, yeah. I could probably do Unforgiven.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do I can't do any of the early I can't do any of the
You're not gonna do
one or any
Battery,
of that.
but-
Yeah, any of that crap. Yeah, I just can't. I mean, listen, I think Metallica's fine. You know, I was doing a rock morning show during Metallica's heyday. I've just never been a huge fan of the band. You know, it's not something I like to sing along to, you know. Especially the songs that get really, really hard. I'm not gonna, you know. Yeah, Dan goes, there goes my idea for I'm creeping. I'm sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan. I can't sing that stuff, you know, especially not on a Thursday afternoon. It gets a little hard. It gets a little hard to sing along to, you know.
He gets up from a nap. He doesn't have time to get his vocal cords ready.
Yeah. I mean,
Need anything?
Yep.
oh, what was she coming in asking?
I thought I
Oh,
heard
shit.
happy ending.
Yeah, what was she asking, Steve?
If I was doing okay.
Oh,
Time for everybody to check in. Make sure they're doing okay.
look at that. Because you told them they could no longer
Yes.
they couldn't bother you during the show, right?
Yep. Between 8:30 and 9, or between 8 and 9:30
Look at that. You gave your rules. Are they following them?
so far.
Look at that. He laid down the hammer, Nick. Did you hear that?
You bet. You bet. I told him. I said,
Steve
don't be
laid it
fucking off
down.
in my room.
Steve laid down the hammer and said, don't bother me. He said, don't bother me. I laid the hammer down. Good old Steve. Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, good old Steve.
Yep.
So what else did you do this weekend? Did you watch football yesterday?
Of course I did.
Which game did you watch?
I watched the We're Bears game, of course.
Yeah.
Then I watched this great game last night, the Kansas City Baltimore game. That was an awesome game there.
Oh, it was a good game, yeah.
Yeah.
Baltimore won, which sucked.
Whoa, oh, no. No way. I'm glad Baltimore.
I'm saying that I picked Kansas
Oh,
City.
you picked Kansas City. Yeah, for the
Yeah, I
gamblers.
had a really good day. Nick, my gambling was top notch yesterday. Until
Was it now? Until you
until
lost
the
everything?
until the Kansas City Baltimore game. I was doing really good.
Sounded like a true gambler.
I was doing it really good until I put money on that game. Best game of the day? Arizona, Minnesota. Holy crap. I got to tell you, that one was amazing. It went down to the last second when Minnesota missed a field goal, giving Arizona a win. It was fantastic. What a great game. What a great game. So, you know, trust me on that one. You saw a really good game if you watch that. I won big money on the Buffalo Bills over the Miami Dolphins. I won money with that, dude. How about that?
That was a blowout there.
Yeah, but I picked that game. My wife goes to me and says, she says, I have money on my account for gambling. I say, yeah. And she goes, what should I bet on? I said, well, I'm going to give you a surefire one. She goes, oh, what is it? She goes, I need a win. I said, okay. I'm going to give you a surefire winner. So I tell her, I say, here you go. Buffalo over Miami. All right. I'm promising you that. Buffalo over Miami. There you go. I just gave you a win. She looks at me and goes, no. I go, what? She says, no, she goes, nah. They got that one guy who's anti-vax. I'm not gonna I go,
You can't put politics into football.
yeah. So my wife decides that she doesn't like Buffalo because they've got some guy who's anti-vax. And I go, I'm very pro-vaccine, right? She goes, yes. I go, I'm very pro-vaccine. I said, but I put a bunch of money on Buffalo. She goes, well, you should take it off. And I go, well, no, I believe they're going to win very big against Miami. So, they're just set. They were embarrassed the Pittsburgh Steelers embarrassed them last week. This is going to be their week to win. She goes, no, give me something else. She goes, I want another team that's going to win. And I go, well, maybe Arizona. So I give her the surefire. I give her a surefire win and telling her it's going to be Buffalo. She refuses to bet on it because of the anti-vax stance of one of the players. What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So I give her I say, here's a surefire bet. I said, I'll give you a same game parlay. I'll give you a same game parlay that will definitely hit. I said, Arizona to win the game. Kyler Murray to throw for over 277 yards. And Andre Hopkins to score a touchdown. And she goes, okay, I'll put money on that. All right. Arizona wins the game. Kyler Murray throws for 360 yards or whatever. DeAndre Hopkins catches a touchdown. So I feel pretty good at the end of that game. I'm like, well, if she took my advice and listened to me,
All right,
then she's got to be pretty happy.
Yep.
I go, you're pretty happy, huh? She goes, what? I said, because at Arizona, she goes, oh, I didn't bet on that. I go, what? She goes, it was too complicated. What you wanted, it was too complicated. I had to try to, I don't understand those parlays. And I go, oh my God, I gave you a surefire bet. So I gave you two surefire winners. Well, that was too complicated. You could have just given me who was going to win. I said, I told you Buffalo. Pick the point spread, Buffalo. You'd have made I won like $50 in that game. Pick the point spread in Buffalo. You'd have won all day. I'm not putting money on the anti-vax team. Now it's the whole team, she says. I go, I don't let politics get involved in sports. I said, if you would have put I said, where did you put the money? She goes, I put the money on the Kansas City Chiefs. I go, oh, no, oh, not the Chiefs. And then the Chiefs, I said, the Chiefs are going to win, but unless you bet the money line. No, I bet the spread. I go, oh, God, no, you're not going to win. And sure enough, the Chiefs lose.
Yep, I sure did.
Sure enough, the Chiefs lose. So, yeah. Oh, well, my poor wife.
Do you think she'll listen to you again?
I don't know. Well, I did point out my victories. I did point out that, like, I bet the Buffalo Bills would win, and I bet Josh Allen would run for over 30 yards. I got that one right. I made money on the Bills game big time. But I was feeling cocky because I had such a good day. So I said, well, I'll slap a little money on the Kansas City Chiefs. You know. I slapped a little money on the Kansas City Chiefs, and they lost. But that's what Steve said was his favorite game.
Yeah. I love it
Because he knew I lose. He knew I lost. So that's why it was his favorite. Yeah. He goes, I bet Ray lost. I bet Ray lost this game.
I did say that. I said, well, I bet fucking Ray lost money on this game.
Yep. Yeah.
I went, oh, yeah, especially when Jackson made that 1 yard run on 4th down to end the game. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good old, the good old Kansas City Chiefs let me down. But as long as Steve was taken care of,
Exactly.
that's that's all that matters.
Yep.
Long as Steve, who didn't have a cent on the game, DC says Ray doesn't start sounding sad until he gets into pro soccer and WNBA bets. For your information, of all the bets I make, the ones I win the most money on are pro soccer and WNBA. And how dare you for belittling me for making a little money. Oh, and yesterday, my biggest winner yesterday was the Buffalo Bills, but my second biggest winner, Toronto Blue Jays. A baseball bet. Yeah. So there you go. I happen to enjoy betting on professional soccer. It brings me a ton of joy. And I'll give some soccer picks for professional soccer, or I'll give professional betting advice for just soccer and WNBA games, just to piss off DC. Yeah. Brent says, I made more money by not betting than Ray has betting. How dare you? How dare you? That's what I say. I mean, I'm trying to help my listeners out. Here in Illinois,
trying to do a service.
We have legalized betting in Illinois. I'm trying to help you make some money.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
It's only the right thing to do.
Yeah. I took betting advice from Steve twice. The first time I won. So I decided, I go, oh, Steve must know what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go, Steve must know what he's talking about. So I followed, the next week I followed his advice. Shit.
Guess you won't listen to me anymore.
It wasn't even close. I mean, it was over in the first quarter. I was like, what in the hell did I listen to him for?
Yep. Don't listen to Steve.
Oh, well. Yeah. But I have a good run of I get a good run of games. I'll tell you what, man. I will occasionally get on a very good run. I'm just saying. I'll get on a good run and I share my picks. I tried to share with Nick, but Nick didn't get registered all the way.
No, I have to drive all the way to Collinsville to get going.
Have you tried that again recently?
No.
I think they dropped that.
Did they? I'll have to check again.
I think when COVID got bad again, they dropped that thing. Or they wanted you to, yeah. I mean, what are you doing, Steve?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here. Why?
Well, I hear you clearing your throat.
I'm clearing my throat.
Sounds disgusting.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Were you waiting for me to speak up or something?
Well, it just sounds disgusting. I don't know who wants to.
Sorry, I'll make sure I mute my mic next time.
I'm sure no one wants to hear that.
I guess they don't want to hear me fart either, then, don't they?
What did you? No one wants to hear that. I can tell you that right now.
Since I've been eating right, boy, I've been gassy.
You are unbelievable. Are you eating? What'd you eat yesterday?
Well, let's see. For dinner last night, I had salmon and
salmon's not good.
Broccoli and carrots,
good.
And half a baked potato.
So you had salmon. You had salmon, broccoli,
cauliflower, and carrots, and half a baked potato for dinner.
All right.
For lunch.
So wait a minute. Did they serve you a full? Did they serve you a full potato and you only ate half, or are you just saying?
No, they only gave me half.
All they served is okay. All right.
Yeah, they only got half a potato because of the carbs. I'm low carb.
All right.
I had salad yesterday for lunch.
All right.
For breakfast, I had one pancake, bowl of cereal, orange juice, and fruit.
Really?
That's it.
All right. That's not bad. So your BMs aren't,
Oh, they're nice. Solid. I definitely can tell. And I know now how my body processes the food, how many days.
Nick, if you're wondering, his bowel movements have been nice.
Wonderful.
If you're wondering, they've been nice. That was the answer. That was the answer. Nice.
They're okay. No, they've been nice.
He's had some nice bowel movements lately.
Well,
yeah. There you go. So they've been nice, huh?
Oh yeah. I've been no grunting or anything. Quite
by the way, everyone, Steve is. They've weaned him off of his addiction to getting his rear end wiped.
Yes.
He has been weaned off of that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank God, by the way.
One step closer out the door.
Thank God. Thank God they've weaned him off of the
Yeah.
addiction
Yeah.
to having other
Addiction.
people wipe his rear end, and he's now
Yeah.
wiping his own.
Yes, I'm allowed to go to the restroom now and even close the door by myself.
So you wait, you get up, you go. Do you have to call? Do you tell them that you're going, or
Yeah, yeah.
so somebody still has to come?
I still have to come make sure I don't fall.
Which, by the way, can I point this out for anyone who subscribes to the? If you subscribe to the show and you missed last Thursday's show, the highlight of the show. The highlight of the show was Steve forgetting to hit mute on his microphone. And taking a BM. I'm telling you right now, that was the highlight. That was the highlight of the show.
Yep. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
The highlight of the show was Steve.
Is someone doing that now?
No, they're cleaning.
Yeah, they had to bring in a huge vacuum to suck up the mess. They had to, they had to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Suck up the mess. Yeah. Good old Steve.
Yep.
And that was, by the way, that was live.
Yeah.
On the air. And then of course people were commenting how Steve didn't flush. And we found out the reason is because could you imagine having this job? When Steve goes to the bathroom, he has to call and say, "Hey, I just went to the bathroom."
He has to show it off. Like he's 4 and he's being potty trained.
And then someone comes from down the hall. All right. They come from down the hall and they go into Steve's room and they look to see where he just poopied. And they make sure that, I don't know if they count the pieces of corn in it. 1, 2, 3. Whatever. They look at the poop and then they flush it.
Yeah.
That's their job. Could you imagine having that job?
Well, I just have to make sure, and then I have to chart it in my chart that I had one. And
they have to write it down and take notes about it. Oh my God.
Yeah, whether it was solid or diarrhea or.
Oh my God. This sounds like the worst job that anyone has ever. By the way, Nick just turned off his camera. This sounds like the worst job that anyone.
I'm just gonna have my head in my hands the whole time. There's no need to turn it back on.
This sounds like the worst job that anyone, other than the people that were wiping your ass before. This sounds like the worst job in the world. Oh my God.
They don't get paid enough.
Oh my God. Oh, let me say hi to Irene's sister or whatever, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. I hope you enjoyed what we're talking about. The shit starer that comes into Steve's room.
She's a nurse, so she knows.
Oh, who has to walk in and make note of it. Oh, hold on. I've got to log this. Oh my God.
There's a notebook somewhere about Steve's movements. It's on file. There's a file. There's an Excel spreadsheet. out there.
There's an Excel spreadsheet called Steve's fecal deposits. So the doctor comes and say, "Let me see the fecal deposit log." Oh, here you go, doctor. Let's see. Well, it's been solid the last couple days. I get. Who would need this?
Evidently, doctors do.
I don't understand. I don't understand why this is something that needs to be done, right? I mean, why would they make? It just seems kind of cruel.
Well, part of it is because I was on morphine for so long. They want to make sure I wasn't getting constipated. Because painkillers, constipate you.
All right. So there's no more. There's no more morphine.
No, I haven't had any morphine for a few days now.
Yeah.
Are you missing it? Are you missing the morphine?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, it was a nice feeling, but kind of acting goofy.
See, I kind of thought you'd be missing it.
No, I don't. I don't want to become a drug addict or anything.
I gotta tell you, you were pretty funny.
I know everybody told me that they like morphine, Steve, better than me.
I never told you that, did I?
No, you didn't.
I certainly didn't say that. Yeah. I mean, I just like Steve, but KC says there's an app where you can log where you poop. There's an app where you can log. Who would create this app? I mean, who would create such a horrible app? Oh my God. I don't know who would want to see that app. Good Lord. So, Steve, you have to go and have your bowel movement, and then you call in. You call in the person to come look at it.
Yes,
but at least you're going to. At least you're
I'm
getting up
myself. Yes.
So you're getting up and going to the toilet now, and you're not just doing it in the bed.
Right. Exactly. Like I'm not in bed now. I'm in my recliner right now.
So but I mean, you can get up and walk.
Yeah.
To the toilet. Good for you, man. Yeah, that was on last Thursday's show, which also included an appearance by the Phantom Shitter.
Yeah.
Was also on Thursday's show. The Phantom Shitter is the person who went into a Target and a Menards in separate times, and while shopping felt the urge and ended up running to the facility but didn't quite make it. And we found out who that was and named him the Phantom Shitter. We know who it is. However, we do not say the name on free shows. That's something you have to pay for. Only subscribers can find out who the Phantom Shitter is. Only subscribers. So if you'd like to know who the Phantom Shitter is, subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon show. All right. And then once you subscribe, you will then know who the Phantom Shitter is.
Yep.
He's the latest DC superhero. The Phantom Shitter. I can't wait till that movie's made. So what else is happening, Steve?
Oh, not much.
So you had good bowel movements over the weekend.
Exactly.
There was nothing else happen. Anybody come visit you?
My mom.
You said your mom had visited you.
Uh,
That's it? No one else?
no, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But then I'm in Taylorville, so
I know you were hoping.
although my ex-wife lives in Taylorville, I was kind of hoping she'd stop up, but
Yeah, maybe
I
she'd
highly
stop
doubt
out
it.
and see you.
I highly doubt that.
Maybe she and the new husband would swing on by.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen her in 20 years, so
Yeah. She might stop by and say, "Hi, Stephen."
yeah. Oh,
It
you?
could. It could. Yeah, it could have happened. Yeah.
I did get a new friend.
Where'd you get that from?
My mom.
Oh,
This is Beauregard. Hello, everybody.
wait a minute. You've named it. You've named it
Beauregard.
Beauregard.
Yep.
How you doing, Beauregard?
I'm good. How are you today?
Oh, we can't put Beauregard. Hide your mouth with Beauregard.
Oh,
There you go. Hi, Beauregard.
I gotta hold the damn thing right. I'm good. How are you, Mr. Raymond?
What's it been like staying in Steve's room all weekend?
Oh, Mr. Raymond. He shits the bed and everything else. Stinks so bad in here.
I thought you were just bragging about how good your Beauregard saying that there was
He might-
stains
He might
going
be
on.
bragging about it, but it stinks in here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Smells like
Beauregard.
a fucking cow barn.
I'm sorry, Beauregard.
That's okay.
I'm sorry that.
Maybe
Are you-
he'll get better. And won't
you
smell quite as
afraid-
bad.
Are you afraid he's gonna let some loose on you, or?
Oh, yes. Very
Sorry,
much so.
Sorry, Beauregard.
That's okay.
Hey, the Emmys were last night, guys.
Really?
Yeah, the Emmys are they're the awards of television,
Right.
and you know, the highlight of the Emmys last night. The highlight of the Emmys was Conan O'Brien, who literally was, who I thought was the funniest part of the Emmys, because he didn't win anything. But he ended up walking on when Stephen Colbert
Mm-hmm.
won the best live variety, whatever. Conan walked up on stage with it. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. So yeah. But some of the winners last night were Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso won Best Comedy Series, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actress and Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. So not bad.
Nope.
Have you ever seen Ted Lasso?
I think I might have.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
Tell me. Take a
I
guess.
don't fucking know what it's about.
Take a guess what you think Ted Lasso is about, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Probably about
Ted Lasso
police.
Ted Lasso's about what?
Gangster.
You think it's about a gangster?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else who's never seen Ted Lasso? Would you like to take a guess what it's about? Would anybody else like to guess? Karen wants to know: Steve, are you on the move, Steve?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm no scooting back in the chair.
Oh, so you're
Sorry
staying in
for
your...
moving the camera so much. I need to get a selfie stick.
DC says, "Is Ted Lasso about a retired cowboy?" Ted Lasso is not about a retired cowboy. Any other Ted Lasso guesses before I tell you what it's about? I want guesses by someone who's never seen it. Don't mind us, Steve.
No, I won't. I won't.
Yeah.
I thought maybe y'all would like to see me scoot back in the chair.
No one wants to see you.
Okay.
No one wants to see you scooting back in a chair. Yeah, Ted Lasso is about a guy who was a failed American. Well, yes, he wasn't failed. He was an American football coach who, for some reason, is hired by an English soccer team.
Oh, okay. I've heard
They
about
bring
that
him
one.
in.
I've never seen it.
They bring him in to coach the team, and it's a show. It's weird because the show's about kindness, and I can't even explain. I can't explain. It's on Apple TV. It is. It's crazy how good it is. It has ended up. It's a very good show, and it's soothing. It's soothing, and I can't even. If you've never seen it before, I highly recommend it. It's been one of my favorite shows. And the character of Ted Lasso he's highly damaged, but yet he's also soothing to people around him. It really is. I highly recommend it. If you've never seen it, it's on Apple TV. So if you have an iPhone or something like that, then you should have free Apple TV for at least a year. Get it and check out Ted Lasso. It is a great show. But he won Best Comedy show last night. The Crown won Best Drama. Have you ever seen The Crown, Steve?
No, but I bet it's the Queen.
That's about the royal family.
Yeah.
Of England. That was Best Drama. And then the Queen's Gambit won the other, I don't even know what, Best Limited Series or whatever. That was the Queen's Gambit. So that's on Netflix. That one and The Crown are both on Netflix.
Right.
You don't even have Netflix, Steve?
No. Wow. Not in the hospital.
No, but do you have it at home?
No, because I don't have internet.
Oh. All right.
I have HBO Max on my phone.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did get that for free.
Oh, you got that for free?
Yeah, with my phone, yeah.
I don't think there are any HBO Max. Oh,
I'm poor,
The show Hacks. There's a show Hacks on HBO Max. That won an Emmy last night.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to help you out to find you good Emmy shows to watch.
I watched a football game and Alaskan Bush People because it was a new season.
Wait a minute. There's a show called what is it called?
Alaskan Bush People. You've never seen it?
No.
Oh my
I've
God!
never seen a show called Alaskan Bush People.
It's on the Discovery Channel. You gotta check it out. It's hilarious. It's not even a comedy. It's about real people, but they've been in the bush so long they're stupid.
There's bush in Alaska?
The bush, out in the woods. They live out in the woods, off the grid. They hunt.
Yeah. And they have a show called Alaskan Bush People.
Yeah. Yeah. Big
God.
Dad died this year. The dad died.
Who has seen people in the chat room are talking about people in the chat room are talking like they've watched this show. So this is
Yeah.
an actual show that people. What channel is this
It's
on?
been on for 2 or 3 years now.
What channel is this on?
Discovery
I
on Sunday nights.
certainly have never seen.
Oh, it's hilarious. These weirdos.
And these people live in Alaska?
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. They have no electricity, no water, they hunt their own food.
And it's cold, right?
Yeah. Well, they have had to move from Alaska to Washington State, but they still live up in the mountains.
So why did they move to Washington State? Why did
Because Mama Brown, she got sick with cancer, and they told her that living in Alaska was way too far away, so they had to move up to the 48. But then Daddy died. That's crazy.
Sai says, you know that show's fake.
That show is 100% real, buddy.
He's just saying it's fake.
I am curious if these people don't have jobs or anything, where do they get all the money to buy all this equipment?
But Nate says no water, no electricity. Somehow they filmed the show. Yeah, how do they film the show without water?
They have a film crew come in to do that. But I'm trying to figure out how.
But they've got to be paying.
Oh yeah,
Steve,
they're paid.
They're obviously paying the people something if they're on a television show.
Right, they are. Yeah, they got in some trouble a couple of years ago for tax problems and everything else.
So what kind of trouble did they get in?
Oh, the son and the dad didn't file taxes on the money that they were earning from the show, and I think the son had to do a little bit of time in prison.
Wait a minute. You're saying that the son had to go to jail?
Yeah, they got in trouble they said they didn't know about it. They don't understand the whole tax thing and all that because they never had to deal with it before. Because they've always just bartered for things or worked for it. I'll chop wood for you if you give me $100, or I have to go to the dentist. I'll give you 4 salmon if you'll pull my tooth.
Does anybody want to see what the Alaskan bush people look like? Does anybody want to see what they look like?
I know what they look like.
Anybody who wants to see?
Bunch of weirdos.
Who wants to see what the Alaskan bush people look like? All right.
Kind of look like that dude on Weird Frequency the other night.
There you go.
Exactly. There's Bear. Bam.
What's this guy's name?
Oh, that guy is Bam.
All right. Who's that?
The guy in the red is Bear.
All right.
The girl in the middle of the 2 boys, that's
a girl right here. Okay.
Yeah, that's Raindrop.
What about this guy with the $200?
That's Gabe.
With the $200 leather jacket.
Yeah.
And this guy.
That's Noah.
Yeah, it's fake.
And his daddy, Billy Brown, and Ami, and that's.
I like how you know everyone's names.
I do.
By the way, it's fake. I can tell you right now, it's fake.
I've watched the show since the beginning.
It's fake.
And there's one son that's not pictured because he's in rehab right now for alcoholism.
Where do they buy their alcohol from, Steve?
I guess. I don't know.
Where do they buy the?
I guess they take the boat and go to the bar.
Yeah. Like DC says, isn't that just Duck Dynasty? Yes. Well, there are bars up in the bush of Alaska.
Well, in different towns there are, yeah. They have to. And I guess I don't. I just watched the damn show. I think it's interesting because they're so. It's like Noah, this dude over here, and Gabe. They're both married now and with kids. And Bear.
So they found someone to marry them.
Yeah, and their wives live out there. Gabe and his wife live in the barn, and Noah and his wife they built a castle out of cinder
Karen says
blocks.
they have a really weird accent. What kind of accent do they have?
It's weird. Well, because none of them have ever been to school or anything. They don't know.
They're growing up around regular. They're growing up around,
They're going around themselves, not around people. They don't socialize. Really, they have no
Okay, but-
social.
If the parents spoke English, I'm sure.
Right, they do. Their parents were both from Texas originally.
And okay, and then you have the camera crew's got to be from somewhere,
Right. Yeah.
with normal accents.
Right. They have this, the northerner accent-ish type deal. It's different. They have their own language even. Whatever.
It sounds like gibberish to me. Sounds like made up malarkey.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it sounds like to me.
Could be.
Just a bunch of malarkey. Yeah. I guess I just, By the way, Pete says those freaks have wives. Those freaks have wives, and Steve is alone.
Exactly.
So the guys living in the bush are a lot.
Yeah.
There's
They
guys
wash their
living in
hair,
the
yeah.
bush that are fine and dandy, but Steve's living all alone.
I've been thinking about moving to the bush, though. Moving off the grid.
How do you think you'd survive in the bush?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out now.
Right.
I have to chop some wood.
And who would you live with?
I have to live by myself. Hopefully, I'd find a woman to help me.
Uh-huh. I don't get it. Karen says the one named Bear is the weirdest. He climbs trees and howls.
Exactly.
So
He is.
This is an actual show. It's an actual show that you guys watch.
Well, we wouldn't know anything about it if we didn't watch it.
This is an actual show that do you guys enjoy it?
I do. I've been waiting for this new season to start.
So how long have you watched this show?
Oh, I've watched it for a good 4 years probably. Or longer. I've been watching it from the beginning.
So
when they first started.
The dad died.
Yeah.
But now they live. Where do they live now?
I live in Washington State, I believe. They have 400 acres up in Washington State, up in a mountain called North Star Ranch.
But they lived in Alaska before.
Yeah, they originally lived in Alaska. But then when the mom came down with cancer, the doctor said that they wouldn't be able to move back to the bush because that's too far away from any place for her to get treatment if she needed it.
Uh-huh. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And Corey says Alaskan bush people, good show. It just sounds like
Ha ha ha.
It sounds like gibberish to me. But you like it.
Yeah. But then you like whatever.
Well,
Donnie
I was talking about Ted Lasso, which
No, I
just
never
won
heard
the
of-
Emmy. How many Emmys did the fucking Alaskan bush people win last night?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably none.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Sure seems like a waste of time, but oh well.
Nothing's a waste of time.
That's what Steve's into, watching bush people from Alaska.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of ridiculous. So they have a house and stuff that they live in.
If they built it themselves. They cut the trees down and made a sawmill and made all the wood. They built the house themselves.
And what do they eat?
Deer, rabbit, crab, whatever they can shoot. They all have guns. Beans, have can. They can go to the grocery store, but they have to go by boat. Well, when they lived in Alaska, now they don't. They can just drive.
All right, I'm reading up on this family a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Here's the stuff. Here's the stuff that I've read a little bit on the Alaskan bush people. As chronicled on their hit Discovery Channel show, the hardships suffered by Alaskan bush people have shown that life has been far from easy. But the clan are as close-knit as one would expect for a family that lives off the grid in the Alaskan wilderness. The fact that they reside so far from civilization, live off the land, and attack life from another century may lead people to believe that they are different than most folks. That would be a false assumption because the Brown family has faced the same hills and valleys as anyone else in life and has certainly made for compelling television. All right.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Amy and Billy were the father and mother.
Yep.
Amy and Billy never saw a 9-to-5 life for themselves. They headed into the vastness of the great state of Alaska where they sought to raise their children. All right. The clan first ran into the challenges when their home was burned down by Alaskan authorities for being built on public lands. Then they just built again. All right. In season 3, the family had the most unwelcome of visitors. Yet it was one that most would expect to be around every corner in the rough woods of Alaska. A bear entered their home and gave the Browns quite a scare. In 2016, Billy and Joshua, those are sons, I guess,
Yeah.
had a run-in with the law when the state claimed the father and son duo had falsified their paperwork to be declared Alaskan residents. See, if you reside in the 49th state of the Union, you receive annual oil revenue checks for the massive amounts of black gold that's pulled from the Alaskan earth. So Billy and Joshua filed false forms to receive that money. Oh, so they tried ripping off the government.
Yeah.
Seems like some nice people. So that's Steve's type of person. Later that same year, the oldest Brown revealed he was losing a battle with alcohol addiction and sought help. That 2015 DUI arrest was the first sign of trouble. All right, so they have cars?
Yeah.
Where do they get cars from?
I guess they buy them.
I don't think these aren't really, this is falsely identified. These are not Bush people. These are not, if they can afford a car,
Well, it's not a pretty car; it's a junker, but it
doesn't matter.
runs.
It doesn't matter. Bush people, implies that somehow they don't even like they ride horses or something.
Oh no!
When they got famous, a woman from Billy's past showed up out of nowhere stating that he married her when he was 16 years old. Did you know that?
I didn't know that one.
The marriage produced 2 children, both of whom are now all grown up. Amy, the wife of the guy, said that the Byers and Billy have had intermittent contact over the years. Byers is the daughter. This Twyla Byers is a girl that he fathered. All right. Somehow
Dr. Gill's going to give you some magnesium through your IV.
Here we go. Then there's a girl on the show named Rain who decided to get on social media. What kind of Bush people are on social media, Steve?
I don't know. I didn't even know they had phones.
Somehow she's on social media.
Well, they have a whole big, huge camera crew there. I'm sure that they have somebody has a computer. She good looking though.
And then
Little young.
Bam Brown decided to take some shore leave from the show in hopes of finding someone to love. And then he showed up with a mystery woman who stole his heart. Did you see that, Steve?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Do you know who the woman is that he fell in love with?
No, I don't remember.
They didn't reveal who that is?
No, I don't think they did.
It was it's the producer of the show.
Oh.
Allison Kagan is who he supposedly fell in love with.
Oh. Oh. Hello, Adam.
I'm finding out all kinds of stuff about the show. Hello, you're on Morning Disaster.
Hey, Ray, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, just want to let you know, this show is so fake. When they're not filming, the Browns have a $600,000 ranch in Colorado.
Really?
Yeah, that's already been proven. The show is so fake, it's not even funny. I watched the first season. I was like, okay, this is kind of neat. And then after, I think like the third season, it came out that with all that tax stuff, because they filed for Alaska, but they lived in Colorado. And then some reporter found out they have a $600,000 ranch in Colorado they live in when they're not filming.
There's all kinds of stuff I would reveal. Steve believes these people live in the bush. I don't want to ruin.
Yes, but
I don't want to ruin his.
Steve also believes the woman for him. So I'm just saying, it's out there.
Thank you, Chris. We will.
No problem.
We will reveal some of this crap, I believe.
I love you too, Dice.
In 2017, news broke that would give the family hardships. Their matriarch, Amy, had been diagnosed with stage 3B lung cancer. She was literally on her deathbed. All right. So you remember that, Steve?
Yeah.
All right. Here's what they did for the woman. Or here's what happened to the woman when she found out she had lung cancer. She moved to Southern California, where she lived in a mansion. She lived in a mansion and received direct radiation treatment 5 days a week for 6 straight weeks.
I didn't know that. I thought they lived in a little 1-bedroom apartment.
No, she lived in their Southern California mansion and got direct radiation treatment 5 days a week for 6 straight weeks. Then she was rushed over to chemo, where she sat with an IV in her arm, receiving the treatment for 4 straight hours. She would lose 94 pounds,
Wow.
and the family thought she was going to die. Even though his wife was severely ill with lung cancer, people watching Alaskan bush people saw something astounding and reached en masse. Patriarch Billy was seen leaving his wife's hospital with a pack of Marlboro Reds
Mhm.
in his pockets.
Wow.
They're saying in episodes of the show, Billy and Amy have denied that their smoking habits had anything to do with the cancer.
Well,
But yet he had his cigarettes when he was visiting his wife. By the way, given their rustic reputation of living off the land and away from the comfort of today's world, the Brown family did raise some eyebrows when it was learned that the home they secured in Southern California near Amy's treatment facility at UCLA Medical Center was a 5-bedroom mansion with all the conveniences of modern life and quite a few luxurious elements as well. The family, fresh from her beating, she beat back cancer, the woman. And then they left Alaska and moved to the state of Washington. So then they moved to Washington after she beat cancer. Hello, you're on The Morning Disaster.
Hi.
God damn, living off the bush sounds pretty good. You got mansions, you got houses,
Steve,
cars. I'm gonna go live off the grid.
I'm telling you, it's because this is fake.
Well,
This is fake.
you want to see people live off the grid? Go look down in Beardstown. The place looks like it's still it's 1944 Berlin.
I'm telling you, Steve believes this is all real.
I mean, they have a mansion. I mean, they have like fucking nice cars.
Yeah.
They got a ranch. And how the hell do they run the cameras
Yeah.
to the supposed bush people? That's a really fucking long extension cord.
Yeah. I'm telling you that they hide their real worth, obviously. So I don't want to blow I don't want to ruin the fantasy for some people, but it's obvious.
What fantasy?
It's obvious that these people are,
What? It's obvious these people are probably grifters.
it's obvious that they're con artists. Yeah, they're millionaires, hiding his bush people.
Here I am working a 12-hour job. I don't have any of that shit.
Yeah.
I will live off the grid. I'm moving to Washington. I'm just going to go plug my phone in the bush.
Ridiculous. But people watch the show. They believe it. I don't want to,
I don't. This is why I'm so glad I don't have cable. So glad I don't have cable.
Yeah, there you go. Irene wants to know Irene wants to know who wants to live off the grid with her. Does anybody want to live off the grid, Irene?
Steve.
Yes, I'm sure. Of course, Steve believes in the bush people. I wish, by the way, did Steve die? What happened? What happened to Steve? I just went back to the actual show page and I don't see Steve.
I think we bashed Steve's show a little too much. It's not real. No. Big news, Steve. Santa Claus ain't real either.
I don't know what happened to Steve. Steve
All right, buddy.
disappeared.
Catch you later.
Later, buddy. I don't know what happened to Steve. He disappeared. Oh, well. Oh, there he is. All right, I see him now. I don't know what he's doing. Christina says he fell in the shitter. Did Steve fall in the shitter? Is that what happened? She said he's crying in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, there he is. I see. He's making it to where we can see him. Looking all sexy. Good old Steve. Well, let me make it so that we could wrap up, because I guess it's getting to be close to time to wrapping her up. So, and I want to remind you to vote for our friends. Mark Cortese, best insurance agent for the best of Illinois Times, best of 2021. The Winchester sales team for best real estate team. Let's vote for the Winchester sales team. Let's vote for Hendricks Home Furnishing for best furniture.
Yes.
Let's vote for Recon Texas best car detailing. Right? Let's vote for Eurostop for best Euros.
Oh, I can't wait to get out of here and get one of those things.
Yeah. Tell you what. This will be fantastic. Remember, the show is brought to you by our friends at Recon Tex and Just Beds, where Steve's mom just bought. She's had the same bed for 32 years.
Yep.
She just bought a brand new bed at Just Beds.
Yes, she did.
Congratulations to her. I want to thank everybody for listening today. Please vote for us for Illinois Times Best of Local Podcast.
Please,
and we'll be back tomorrow with another new show. By the way, Patreons, there'll be a new episode of Daily Disaster today. You'll get that. New classic podcast tomorrow. Then you'll have Daily Disaster every single day, classic podcast tomorrow. You'll get a Patreon show Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And remember, if you are a tier 5 Patreon subscriber, send over what you want me to say. All right? And we'll mention it. But that has to wrap up the show for today. I want to thank everybody for checking us out. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. All right? Have a great rest of your Monday. So long, everybody. Down with the Alaskan Bush people. Bunch of con artists. So long, everybody.